everyone should know how to use blockchain. If you're watching this video and you don't know how to use blockchain, I made this for you. And I think the best place to see the current state of, the popular cryptos out there is coinmarketcap.com. I'm not going to go down the list and see all the other ones, but if we focus in on the top two, you should know them: Bitcoin and Ethereum. Bitcoin has $500 billion market cap at this point. It's a store of value. So yes, you should know how to use Bitcoin, but once you buy Bitcoin and you have it on your wallet, there's not too much you can do with it. That's why when I mean you should know how to use blockchain, I'm referring to Ethereum. And Ethereum is not some random coin. It has $200 billion in market cap itself. It's volatile, but I'm not making this video to convince anybody to invest. I'm just trying to say I think everybody out there should know how to use blockchain, should know how to use smart contracts, and that means that you should know how to use Ethereum. So you would go to Etherscan to see the blockchain and explore the blockchain using this blockchain explorer. What a blockchain is it's a bunch of blocks chained together. These blocks are constructed from validators that collect transactions from wallets all across the world. And basically, it's a decentralized computer and a decentralized database. And you can see it all happen right here on Etherscan. You can see the blocks. You can see the transactions within these blocks. You can see the contracts that some of these transactions involve. And these contracts are coded into the blockchain, not only for people to verify if they want to see the code themselves, depending on if people make the code available. And you could see all of the history of everybody who's interacted with those contracts, who wrote the contracts, and all of that. So it's not some inaccessible thing. You can come and see it. You can come explore it yourself. And why not do that before you even buy anything? Just come click around on this blockchain explorer and see if you can put the pieces together yourself. If you could chain the blocks together yourself, you know what I'm saying? So the main reason why I'm saying that you should start with Ethereum and not Bitcoin when you're trying to, or where you should focus on Ethereum and not Bitcoin when it comes to learning about blockchain, is because of the contracts that you can interact with. And if you put these contracts together or put them on a website, they become dApps, which are decentralized apps. And a good place to find this is dapradar.com. If you look at the top dApps on here, you see Uniswap, 1inch, OpenSea. These are popular uses of the blockchain. So when I say you need to know how to use Ethereum, I think you would need to know how to use the dApps on there. The two dApps I'm going to focus on today are Uniswap and OpenSea. Uniswap is where you would go to swap for different types of tokens. There are all kinds of different types of tokens out there. Some of them for different dApps, some of them for communities, all kinds of things. So it's maybe nice to be able to have direct, decentralized access to these tokens if you are interested in seeing what's out there. Now, a lot of these are kind of shitty, of course, so be careful. But there's no better way to figure out which ones work for you than to get your hands dirty. So have fun. If you wanted to explore some of the metrics from these tokens that come from Uniswap, the best place I think is dexscreener.com. You get to look at each one of these pools. So for instance, if we're going to look at Unibot right here, we can swap into Unibot from Ethereum. It will calculate how many tokens you're going to get. And then you can see the details on this token by going into DexScreener, and then you can see the price history of it, and then see if that's something you want to get involved with. Of course, it's great if you buy right here. maybe it's not super great if you buy right here and then you go down a little bit. So timing is important too. I cannot offer any advice on how to do this part right here. There's people out there that say they can. It's up for you to decide that, but if you get your money on chain, then you get to see, if you get your ETH on chain, and then, you want to spend that money on investing in these other projects, up to you. But I'm not going to offer any advice one way or the other. Just going to show you how you would do it. So there's how you get tokens. Now the next asset group on Ethereum that you can have access to through another dApp would be OpenSea. Maybe you've heard about these Bored Apes, right? You can spend 24 ETH and get a Bored Ape. I'm not saying at all that you should do that. I would actually say you shouldn't. I have a whole video on why investing in NFTs is kind of tough, because they are by definition not liquid as tokens. So if you even look right here, you can see the floor price, which means the minimum to buy one is 24 ETH. But then if you want to go around and sell it, you're going to lose 4 ETH right away. So especially for somebody who's new, throwing a bunch of money in NFTs, I think, is not the way to go. It's safer to go with tokens, because at least you could just turn around the swap and get back out of it if you change your mind. Can't do that with NFTs. But, maybe you find some cheap NFTs out there, something that's fun. There's at least how you would do it. You can create NFTs to sell NFTs, and then if you even click right here, you can see the details of this NFT on Etherscan. Same thing over here. If you go to the Explorer tab right there, you can see all the details of this on Etherscan. So these are apps that have their own websites, but they ultimately link to blockchain, to the Ethereum network. And so it's not like these are just happening in some centralized database. They are happening in that decentralized computer that I mentioned earlier. Now, I know all of this is a lot, which is part of the reason why I have started with some friends this community known as Deep State, and the token is Feds. We see the current state of crypto is not very friendly to new users, but we still think that new users could get a lot out of it. So we wanted to create a group of people who really are interested in organizing communities and using meme coins to do that. We want to create, for lack of a better word, normie-friendly communities and tokens that allow people to get the community organization part out of it without having to suffer through all of the bad situations that people have to suffer through in order to join communities. I, in my own experience, had a pretty crazy time when I first wanted to get involved with crypto, at least community-wise. I think a lot of people have had that experience, so we would love to help people join communities in crypto without having to, set themselves up for exploitation or anything like that. So if you liked what you saw in this video, I think we've tried to make it easy here by putting our link to our Telegram, to our Twitter. If you get involved with crypto or any communities, you are going to have to eventually make a Telegram and a Twitter to stay involved and to know all of the news that's going on, all of the alpha, so maybe just bite the bullet and go ahead and do that right now, and hopefully one of our community is one of the ones you join. Whenever you're comfortable, you can buy the token. We have our own agents, NFTs. Right now they are either under $50, or we're about to make them a free mint by refunding everybody who paid for one, so they're cheap. And then you can use your feds and your agent to vote on important issues And part of the reason we do this is to showcase that crypto has a use case as far as community organization. So there's the proof, right? We vote on important things together. And if you do all of these things, you can eventually upgrade your agent, and assuming we get a war chest, we're going to do some stuff with that. So yeah, this is again a video on why you should learn about blockchain, why Ethereum is the place to start, how you can find different dApps, and then seeing two of these dApps with Uniswap, and then Deck Screener to kind of see what Uniswap offers, as well as OpenSea. Again, be careful buying this shit because it's hard to sell and get your money back. And if you want to join a community that talks about stuff like this and tries to set new people up for success, I hope you join Deep State Feds. We'll see you in the Telegram or on the Twitter. Thank you for watching. Andrew out.